I'm Linda Gibbs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada. I was just checking to see if the volume's working. If you're watching, let me know that you're watching. I would love to hear from you. I love to know that I'm not just talking to myself. The more interaction, the better. Even if you chat amongst yourselves, that's always a fun thing to do. And I just realized my iPad is over, so I'm going to be looking away. So let's just try and move this over as I give you a real close-up of me. Okay, volume's there. Hopefully you can hear me. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you've been watching, welcome as well. If you like my video by the end, please like and subscribe. I'd love to grow this channel. Yeah, so today I decided, so those of you who've followed me know that for the past 2 or 3 years, I've been doing the 30-day Christmas card making challenge that Martin does every year. And I was planning on trying to do some of it this year, but I am going to be away for a couple weeks in November. So I wasn't going to do it all, but I was planning to do the beginning and the end. And anyways, life has gotten busy and I haven't been able to do any of the challenges yet. It's only the 5th, but still. So I thought, I looked at what the challenge was today, and it was a color challenge, and it just happened to match the color challenge from Stampin' Up, which Stampin' Up has a color challenge with 2 different groups of colors, and his is just one. But I thought, hey, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can do the Stampin' Up challenge and the card making challenge, and hopefully show you guys how 2 different, very different groups of colors can look with the same card. And I love these card challenges or color challenges because it pushes you to use colors that maybe you wouldn't have used. It pushes you to put colors together that you might not have thought to put together. And so it's just ways, it's kind of like inspiration. If you're stuck for what should I do, what colors should I use, it's just a nice starting point for that. So I decided to pair the color challenge with the ornamental, what is it? I can never remember the name. Ornamental Christmas bundle. It is part of the Modern Christmas Suite, I think is what it's called. It's got beautiful paper and all of that. I'm just working with the bundle today because I've already got my colors set for me, and the suite is actually a beautiful black and white and gold. So that's already there for you. It's beautiful. So I'm going to be using it with some different colors today, and yeah. The big starter kit sale has ended, but you can always join for the same amount. Allowed to have you on my team. The advent calendar, I believe, is still available. If you want to join me in December for the 12 days of crafting. I don't think, oh, I almost forgot. There was just yesterday, I guess, was the release of the new online exclusives and a couple new kits. So if you're looking for, I can't remember if they were both Christmas kits or if they were even Christmas kits. I looked at them. So there's 2 new kits that got released, and then I can't remember if it was last week or the week before where I showed my pre-order for the online exclusives. So you can go on to the store and look at all of those. They are available to all customers as of yesterday. So lots of new stuff that was released. Exciting if you're not into Christmas and you want to do others. There's a beautiful birthday set that I was going to use it today, but I really want to do a birthday card crank class, and I feel like that bundle might be what I want to use. So I decided not to use it right away. And I thought, it's still Christmas. I still have lots of Christmas stuff to use. And since I'm not going to be here for the next couple weeks to do the lives, I thought I better use some Christmas stuff. I really haven't played with a lot of Christmas stuff, I feel like. I don't know. It seems strange, but that's why I like doing the November card making challenge, because you just get to pull out all your Christmas stuff and play. And I've loved it every year, and I'm kind of sad that I don't get to play with it every day, but I'll try and do my best to do as many as I can. All right, let's get turned around with that awkward, with my hand in the way here. And that should be good. So here we've got our colors. I can't tell in the camera here if it's, let me know if you can see everything. All right, so this was one of the, so these are the two Stampin' Up! Color challenges that they put out. The Christmas card making challenge was the 2 greens and the red. Stampin' Up's added the crumb cake, which I think is kind of perfect. It's got that neutral. This is a beautiful Christmas color palette. So it's crumb cake, real red, soft sea foam, and garden green. And the other one, so when you put, you don't want to put these together, obviously. They do not look good together. But this is the other one. So you've got Summer Splash, Melon Mambo, Pretty in Pink, and Azure Afternoon. So totally different. This is one I've never really played with. Sorry, I feel like the dogs are going to start barking because a truck just pulled up in front of our house. So I hope it's not too loud if she starts to bark. Anyways, okay, so those are the colors. And so I'm going to do each card twice. I don't know if I'll, like, I do have, so 6 cards total, but you only need to see one to see how they're made. So maybe I'll just show you the other one in the other color combo, just so you can get an idea instead of making all 6 cards, because that would be a really long live and you probably don't want to sit here and watch for that long. All right, so for card number 1, we'll do this one. This is a fun one. All right, which one shall I do? I will do this one if I can find all my pieces and parts. So I'll start with the neutral ones here. So I've got my, oh, I guess I should show you the bundle. I just like jumped right in and didn't even show you what I'm working with here. So here's the bundle. This is the Ornamental Christmas. It's got some really nice Christmas trees, and then these are the dies. So you can cut out this tree, which I didn't end up using. I was going to use it, but I had already done 2 tree ones. So, I mean, I don't know. I really like this tree, but it doesn't have a die, which kind of made me sad, but you can fussy cut it. And then it's got some standalone ornaments. This suite has like these rings that you can make ornaments with, and then it's got the ornament toppers and stars, and anyways, lots of fun. I paired it with the Textured Notes dies. This cutout just happens to be perfect for the Wishing You Peace and Joy to cut that out. So that works well. All right, so I've got my tree cut out in the soft sea foam. I cut out with the Textured Notes dies, with Whisper White. I wasn't going to use white, and I was using all colors, and it was just getting too much. And I really wanted to, I tried just doing everything on the crumb cake, and it just wasn't quite what I wanted. So I'm starting with this white one, and I'm going to take my block. You could use your glass mat. I just kind of wanted to control the size that I'm doing on here. I'm going to take my garden green, and I'm going to ink my block kind of in the same shape. Oops. I'm going to wipe that off as, here's my, okay, and then I've got, where did my water go? Here it is. I wanted it kind of the same shape as this, and then I'm going to spritz. You could spritz with alcohol if you want it to dry faster, but then you don't get as much of a, look at, it's pretty just like that. But we're going to smoosh. Oh, maybe I didn't have enough water. So if you have alcohol, it really does this effect where you get all these spaces. So if you don't want that, I mean, you could come back in here and bring some more, but anyways, good enough. Oh, I meant to have a tissue to wipe that. Oh, good puppies. They didn't bark. Good girls. Okay. So then you've got your background piece, and I'm just going to hit it with the heat tool. As you can see, it's curling because it's wet. You could use watercolor paper, but then it's hard to stamp on it, and I'm going to stamp on this, so I like to use regular paper, but that's where the alcohol comes into play. If you're in more of a rush, you don't have time to let them dry, then you could use alcohol, and then it doesn't get as, it dries much faster. So you can see it's curling. I like to flip it so that it doesn't curl all in one. I don't know if you know the whole, like when you heat it, it basically wants to shrink, and that's why it curls. So if you hit it from both sides, you can keep it fairly straight instead of all curled up. It does help if you do put a block on it while you're doing other stuff, but since we're, I should have done the magic of television, but I did not. So I've got, what I am going to do to help this though, since I don't have the luxury of time, I'm going to take my card base and I'm going to glue this down just so that it lays flat, because I want to stamp on it and I don't want it to be curling on me as I stamp. Try and get that centered. I find it helps if you can just use a block or something that's the full size, and just while the glue sets, then it'll kind of hold it for you. Good enough. And then I'm going to put my tree a little bit lower because I need room for my star. So I want it to be centered once my star is on. So maybe about there. And then I'm going to take my garden green again, and I've got the lines stamp. And I'll stamp 1. 2. And 3. There we go. You could do it just on the tree if you wanted to just have it look like. Sorry, I need to rinse out my chamois. When you're using all the reds and the pinks, it gets hard to, gets dirtier quicker. I feel like, I don't know why. Anyways, so then we've got our dimensionals. I'm going to just use the edges like so. can put this down. And just kind of, when you're putting it back, try and line up the lines so they kind of match. Like so. And then we'll put a So we've got our crumb cake, our garden green, our soft sea foam, and now the real red. And then I took the beautiful traditional sparkling sequins. Can't speak today. They are from that traditional Christmas suite. And I'm just gonna, oops, maybe I'll use a small one for this top part of the tree. Oops. And voila, so we've got our red, we've got our greens, and we've got our crumb cake. And then for the sentiment, I was gonna stamp something, and then I decided to pull out my, what are they called? The Greetings for You Mix and Match ephemera. These are like thick cardstock stickers, and they are great. Except for I've lost the one I was going to use. Oh, here we go. So I decided to take this Merry and Bright. I thought it looked cute right there, and the gold kind of works. So I didn't even have to make, now the only downside to these is peeling them, especially for someone without nails like myself. It does get a little tricky. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on one half, not the other half that's going on the tree. And the small dimensionals fit if you carefully place them. Ugh, I hate it when these decide to come off with the paper. Ooh! This does not want to be upside down. Okay, hopefully that's not showing because it has a mind of its own. These fingers are not working well. And then we can just put our Merry and Bright. And then, so that is color combo number 1. So the second color combo is the Azure Afternoon, the Melon Mambo, Pretty in Pink, and Summer Splash. So I used the, I'm not sure if these are still current. They were the in colors, so 2024 to 2026. So they're still in colors, but I don't know if these, I don't think these gems are current anymore, but I took the Summer Splash and used those for my bubbles, and then used the Summer Splash for my star. And then for this one, I used the, this is the Christmas Words embossing folder, hybrid embossing folder. I did a video on all the ways you can use this, but so I have tons and tons of Christmas sentiments from that, which I love. So I didn't think the gold, I mean, gold would probably work, but I didn't love it. So I ended up putting silver on this one. So here's 2 very different color combinations, but the same card. Let me know which one do you like traditional or do you like non-traditional? All right, so that's card number 1. Let me move all this card 1 stuff out of the way. So we can all right. So second set of cards. This one I'll do with the non-traditional colors, but you'll see both. So this I took, uh-oh, I'm missing my sentiment piece. So I have my Azure Afternoon. I have my, why do I always forget the name of that? Textured Notes die. And then I have the sentiment piece that I said fits that wishing you peace and joy. Now, this is going to be much more difficult for me to stamp it straight because normally I would stamp it and then cut it out. But for the for us to make good time for television, we will do it this way and hopefully we'll get it. So I'm going to stamp my trees onto here. This is that tree that I said didn't have the die. So when it doesn't have a die, I like to find a way to just be able to stamp it without having to cut it out because I don't love fussy cutting. My fingers and elbows would agree. So I'm just going to try and center this middle one. I'm actually going to put it a little bit lower vertically because I want them to have a bit of different heights. But horizontally, I'd like it to kind of be centered. You could use your grid lines if you have trouble seeing it, or if you just are a bit of a perfectionist. That works. Okay. Then on one side, I'm going to use, so that was Azure Afternoon. Then we've got Summer Splash. I'm just going to take it up a bit higher. And I'm overlapping the branches just a little bit. And then we're going to use Melon Mambo. I'm still not, and maybe I haven't found the key. Actually, some of these, this one I don't mind as much. The other one I didn't love. I don't know if it was, there was too much pretty in pink. Like my way of doing it wasn't great. I haven't fallen in love with this color combo. I do normally like pinks for Christmas, but like pinks with a neutral. Maybe this is just a lot of bold. I'm not bold. I always have to push myself to buy color, like clothes or whatever. I'm a gray. My color is usually pink or purple, but just with neutral. So wish me luck here. Let me see. Let's kind of line it up with the top part. We'll see if this works. Close. Not bad. Okay. Then I'm going to pop this up. Oh, hopefully you can't hear that. My tummy is growling. I didn't eat lunch before to come on. Apparently I ate breakfast too early this morning. Okay. I am sad to miss the card challenge for November, but I am super excited to go watch my kiddo compete at Worlds, or World Age Groups, I should say. He is a tumbler. And It's exciting to watch. It's nerve-wracking, but watching is always fun. And the fact that we get to travel, it's our excuse to travel. So this time we get to go see northern Spain. So it'll be my first time to Spain. Okay, so this one I quite like. A little more subtle with the color. You can tell I'm not like the big bold. Now I believe these are retired as, well, these might still be current. I need to get better at, I mark my stamp sets when they're retired, but I'm not good at, oops, I meant to take a bigger one. I'm not good at marking the embellishments and ribbons and all those things. I mark them in my catalog, but sometimes I just want to use my embellishments up, and you know, like I was like, oh, those, I remembered having these and I thought they would go well. So anyways, that's what I used. I think they might still be current though. Okay, so this is the Highland. Oh, I get the scrambling. I was scrambling this morning too. All right, so this is the bold color combo, and then this is the traditional color combo. So again, what's your preference? If you're watching the replay, whatever, let me know which one you like better. Do you tend to do the non-traditional colors or traditional colors? I like them both. All right, that's card number 2. So card number 3 is lots of die cuts, as I decided to use the ornament. And for some reason, I mean, I guess I could have used this on the ornament. Actually, that would have been, see, I was scrambling so fast. You like them both? Yeah, I like those two. I like both. I'm guessing you didn't see the first one. I didn't love the first non-traditional color combo. I mean, it's nice. It's just, I think it was the pink in the background that, oh, I just showed you the card. I ruined it. All right. Should we go back to the traditional? No, I'm going to make the non-traditional because I didn't do a sample of the non-traditional yet. I didn't have time. So we're going to start with the non-traditional. And I decided I was going to do non-mambo. And I think I might have forgotten to take out the right brush. Oh, no, dark pink. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right. So I'm going to put some ink down on my glass because I don't love putting my brush in my ink pads, especially if I've got different colors on the go. You didn't see, okay, I'll, you probably won't be here by the time I get to the end, but you'll see pictures of it. I'll post. So another way to get some colors in here is to add it to the background. I thought about trying to find a stencil or mask or whatever with snowflakes or something to add texture. And actually, I just thought of, I just had a thought. I could add, I've seen some cards from this set where they use the wreath embossing folder and then put the ornament kind of in that center part. I'm wondering if that would kind of look pretty if this was embossed. So I'm trying to do kind of an ombre. So I'm just always starting from the same point and then coming down. to add the color. And my fingers are going to be nice and pink by the end of this. There, that's fairly ombre-ish. I'll wipe this up. All right, should we try the embossing folder, or maybe I'll, yeah, we're gonna, oh, my embossing folder is not where I think it is because it's with one of my class things. All right, I'll do one with the embossing folder, and when I post it, it'll have both. So then I cut the circle piece from the die set with Summer Splash. And then I cut 2 ornaments, and one of them I used this little cutout to make because then when you put them together, it has that extra color there. So I will glue the light pink onto the melon mambo. Okay, so that's going to be like that. Then the dies have the cute little ornament toppers. But before I put the topper on, I'm going to add some ribbon. I'm taking the gold ribbon. And you don't need a lot for this because I'm just wrapping it around. So I'll just put a bit of seal on here. Oops. And put one. And I'll put a bit more. Oops. Seal again. You like pink and green for Christmas. Oh. Yeah, I think pink with the soft seafoam and the garden green. That would be really pink, soft seafoam. Where's my garden green? It's hiding. Like these? Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Totally like that. So if we change this up and put like a soft seafoam here, that would look super nice. Anyways, I gotta stick with the challenge. I can go rogue on my own. I was saying that these colors came from a color challenge from Stampin'Up, and actually the 30-day card making challenge by Martin. He had the 2 greens and red minus the crumb cake. So I'm kind of trying to kill 2 birds with one stone. Two challenges with one set of cards. All right. See, I'm not loving this, but I think because it's so bold, I'm not a bold, like I think if I blender brush this on white, it might feel better. Do you like this? I don't know. I think it's just bold. I think it's nice. I think it's just very bold, and I'm not used to. Yolanda, you're better at, oh, I wanted to not put it there because then it's a double dimension. Okay, we'll put that there so it doesn't double up. A lot of times you do some big mixes of color and I'm like, ah, and then you're done and then it's totally nice and turns out, and I think I'm just afraid of color. All right, The fear of color. Okay. So we still need our Azure afternoon. So I've got that piece cut. So we're really getting, but it's just a little pop. So that I can handle. But this is super bright, right? This is way out of my comfort zone. I would never do this without a challenge. It's just not. But it's good because then, yes, I saw the new color cubes. There's actually, well, so there's 4 now. And I love how they, I watched a whole video on how she redesigned them, and yeah, they're kind of sad that we already have ours. If only one of us had bought, and then we could have got the new ones. But I don't think I need more inspiration. It was just the way she not fixed everything, but like she just improved on what was already there based on what customers wanted. Yeah, because I think that the first 2 boxes are repeats, but she redid all the color hues, and I don't know, that just seemed like a whole lot of work. But it does, there's a lot of good stuff. So if you don't already have the color cubes, the new ones look amazing. And I think the digital part is tempting also, but I don't use them enough. Anyways, that's not important. Okay, I pre-stamped this, but for this one, I was going to use blue, and I was going to put it here, but I'm wondering if I just stamped it on instead of having the white. I feel like I would want to stamp this like just the peace and joy. But now that I've popped it up, that's not going to work so good. So here, I'll try it on here and do it. Okay. So if this is where, I don't know if they're still available. Stampin'Up is pulling all of these markers, which, I mean, there won't be any, there's going to be no more red rubber starting when everything is ended. And I had ordered a stamp, one of the ones out of the mini catalog, and it came in the new packaging. So some stuff is already switching over. So they did say as of November things were going to switch over, as I don't know why I just covered that. Oh, I didn't want it in case it had dirt on it. So I'm like, I'm not putting it in the ink pad. I'm not thinking. Okay, I'm just going to keep that on in case it's dirty. But I love the markers for stamping partial stamps. So I have a brand new set of markers. They are in the last chance. I don't know if they're all, oh, it's a little bit crooked, but you get the idea. So pretend like that I had this. And then we'll put this on here. There. I don't know. What do you think? So my other one, I hadn't done, oh, and I don't even have a piece of white for the back of it. I had done with the greens, but I don't love this, and I hadn't done the holes. So I was going to do the green with the red, and then I was going to put the peace and joy down here. Oh, you know what we could do? I know. Let's pull out the, okay, so Yolande, this was the first one with the pink, but I will show that in a second. So if we use maybe one of these, Something straight. Of course, I used the perfect one. The Merry and Bright would have been perfect there. It's nice and little. I don't know if anything else would fit. Well, let's see. I still have a Merry and Bright. Ooh, that's pretty. And so you could do the same with this one, where there might be one of these maybe. Ho, ho, ho. I don't know about ho, ho, ho. Let's see. I want gold. Why is it that... Oy vey, I should have kept them separate. Come on, gold. Oh my gosh, these are all silver. But either way, you get the idea. You could use... I don't know where my gold ones are. I know I didn't use them. Oh, here we go. Ho, ho, ho. Something like that. Or the... I think I like the Merry and Bright better with the white. It's nice and dainty and subtle. Anyways, that is the third card. So we have these two. We have these two. And maybe these need some embellishments too. I will finish those off before I post the pictures. And yeah, I actually, you know, I've totally come around to this. I'm still not sold on this one. I feel like maybe it's just too much pink for me. Like I could cut it down and then put it on a white maybe. I think I might like that better. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy. All right. Those are my color challenges / cards and bundle for today. I will be away next week and the week after. So 2 weeks I will be away. So no lives, and I should be back for the third Wednesday, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll be I'll be able to pull something for the following. I will post, but have a great couple weeks, and hopefully you join the 30-day card making challenge. Get your Christmas now that Halloween is past. I know there's still Remembrance Day, and then start working on Christmas. All right, have a great couple weeks, and we'll see you again. Bye. Thanks for watching.